You are today where your thoughts have brought you. You will be tomorrow where your thoughts take you. The soul attracts that which it secretly harbors. James Allen, as a man thinketh. Your world is a mirror of your mind. The world you see is not the world that is. It is the world you believe it to be. Look closely, not at the horizon, not at the faces in the crowd, but at your own thoughts, because everything you touch, everything you fear, everything you long for, it all begins in the invisible workshop of your mind. The man who lives in chaos often blames the storm, but the wise man, the one who has awakened to truth, knows the storm is inside, and if he calms the sea within, the waves outside will obey. James Allen said, "You do not attract that which you want, you attract that which you are." That is the truth the world hides from you. Because if you truly knew that your life is an echo of your inner dialogue, you would guard your thoughts like gold. You would shape your beliefs like marble. You would speak only what you intend to become. You say the world is unfair, but fairness is a mirror, and mirrors do not lie. What have you allowed to take root in the garden of your mind? What have you watered with your attention? What fears have you nurtured until they stood over you like giants? And what possibilities have you abandoned in silence? You are the architect. You are the sower. You are the master. Look at your results, your relationships, your routines. They are your reflection, not of your wishes, but of your dominant thoughts, practiced beliefs, and silent expectations. A man doesn't stumble into greatness by accident. He grows into it, one powerful thought at a time, just as surely a man doesn't drift into despair because the world turned against him. He sinks because he believed it was hopeless. When Edison failed 10,000 times, it wasn't his hands that lit the world. It was his mind. When Lincoln lost election after election, it wasn't persistence alone that made him president. It was vision. And when a poor Scottish boy named Carnegie rose from factory floors to industrial titan, it wasn't luck. It was inner law. You must understand this. Circumstance does not make the man. It reveals him to himself. Do not wish for a better world. Build a better mind, because the outer is always slave to the inner. You will never create what you do not believe. You will never hold what you do not expect. And you will never rise while your thoughts remain low. Discipline is not just action, it is intention. It is the quiet reordering of your mental kingdom. It is removing weeds before they choke out the roses. You want peace? Then speak peace inside your own head. You want wealth? Then let your thoughts be rich with purpose. You want love? Then begin by loving the person you are becoming. Every time you choose a thought, you choose a future. Every time you indulge in resentment, you invite its bitter fruit. Every time you forgive, you open the gate to freedom. The mind is not a servant, it is a throne. And every day you place someone upon it, fear, doubt, anger, or faith, courage, and truth. Who rules today? The path to mastery begins when you stop waiting for the world to change and start changing the lens through which you see it. Your job is not to fix the mirror. Your job is to refine the image it reflects. The mind is not just the birthplace of thoughts. It is the blueprint of reality. Every emotion, every reaction, every perception you experience is filtered through the architecture of your mind. And that architecture, whether a temple of discipline or a prison of doubt, determines what you see in the mirror of life. Let me tell you a truth few are willing to confront. Your circumstances are not the enemy, they are the evidence. What you face is not what holds you back, it's what reflects you back. If your world is chaotic, look inward. If it's full of fear, trace it back to the source. The outer world only obeys the contours of your inner world. You cannot plant weeds in your garden and expect roses to bloom. And you cannot fill your mind with anxiety, resentment, and noise, and expect peace, purpose, and power. James Allen wrote, "The soul attracts that which it secretly harbors, that which it loves, and also that which it fears." So, what are you harboring? What hidden alliances have you made with failure, with bitterness, with the comfort of your excuses? You want more from life? Then give more to your mind. Train it like the muscle it is. Starve it of poison. Feed it purpose. Do not allow thoughts to wander like wild beasts. Command them, direct them, tame them, because you are not your thoughts, but you are what you choose to think, and thought is not weak. Thought is the most powerful substance in the universe. Every invention, every revolution, every kingdom rose first in the imagination of someone who dared to believe that the world was pliable, that reality could be reshaped, that thought could become form. Edison thought of light, Ford thought of motion, Lincoln thought of unity, Disney thought of wonder, and so their worlds followed. The same power rests in you, but only if you stop looking at your life like a fixed portrait and start seeing it like a mirror you can change by changing yourself. But here's the trap. The world is constantly trying to steal your reflection. It tells you who you are before you've had the chance to decide. It sells you limitations. It markets fear. It offers you a distorted mirror, filled with noise, filtered through the lens of comparison. You begin to measure your worth by timelines that were never yours. You start defining success by someone else's scorecard. And your reflection, it becomes fogged with lies. To reclaim your life, you must reclaim your reflection. You must look in the mirror and see not just what is, but what could be. Do not say, "This is just how I am." Say, "This is who I choose to become." And so, in the silence of thought, the architecture of destiny is designed. It is not in the noise of the world, but in the stillness of the soul that the greatest battles are fought and the grandest victories are won. For your mind is not merely a receiver of impressions, it is the projector of your entire world. What you dwell on becomes your dwelling. If your mind lives in fear, your world is one of shadows. If your heart burns with envy, your eyes will only see what others possess. But if your soul is filled with light, with gratitude, vision, purpose, and discipline, then that light cannot help but pour out into the world around you. That is why the wisest men and women in history did not waste their time blaming the times. They did not shout at the storm. They learned to master the wind within. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire while meditating on the power of inner control. Abraham Lincoln walked into national chaos with a steady, silent mind, forged through years of failure. Helen Keller, blind and deaf to the outer world, shaped a life more inspiring than most who could see and hear. The outside did not shape them. Their minds shaped the outside. You do not rise by accident. You rise by thought, and thought must be governed. Thought must be directed like a captain steering a ship through uncertain seas. A man without control of his mind is like a ship adrift. The waves of the world will toss him wherever they please. But a man of purpose is like steel beneath the surface, still, immovable. He does not react, he responds. He does not panic, he plans. He does not blame, he builds. So ask yourself, what is the internal dialogue that runs through you each day? Is it one of complaint or conviction? Is it one of delay or determination? Because your words to yourself are seeds, and the harvest is your life. If you wake up with dread, speak faith. If you walk with doubt, speak destiny. If you stumble in fear, speak fire. There is nothing that thought cannot transform when it is aligned with the divine nature of your being. The spirit in you is not made for mediocrity. It is not wired for surrender. It is encoded with greatness, not the greatness of ego, but the greatness of excellence, contribution, and inner dominion. You are not a product of your past. You are the product of what you continually choose to believe about your future. And your belief, when coupled with action, becomes the path. So write your thoughts as if they are commands to heaven. Speak your days into order. And when chaos comes, and it will, stand firm. For the storm outside cannot dismantle a soul whose foundation is rooted in truth. Build that truth, one choice at a time. Train your mind as a warrior trains for battle, because the battlefield is within. It is not the economy, not your upbringing, not your relationships. It is what you permit to live in the chambers of your mind. You permit fear. Fear multiplies. You permit excuses. Excuses dominate. You permit truth. Truth sets you free. And freedom is not won once. It is won daily, through discipline, through intentionality, through your refusal to surrender your thoughts to the negativity of the moment. You have that power. And now you must decide. Will you continue to let the mirror show you what the world thinks of you? Or will you become the one who polishes that mirror daily until it no longer reflects fear but faith? Until it no longer reflects worry but wisdom? Until it no longer reflects your past but the radiant image of who you are becoming? That is the calling, and those who answer it do not wait. They act, they rise, they think, and they become. You were never meant to be average. You were meant to awaken, to rise from the trance of routine and mediocrity, and remember. Remember that you are the thinker of thought, the builder of destiny, the architect of circumstance. The man who believes he is weak will find weakness in every encounter. The woman who sees herself as unworthy will interpret rejection where none exists. But the soul who holds a clear vision, anchored in self-truth, they become unstoppable. Because they no longer react to the world, they command it from the inside out. You see, life isn't happening to you, it's responding to you. Like an echo in a canyon, what you shout inwardly returns outwardly. If you constantly say, "I'm not ready," life will agree and delay your blessing. If you insist, "This is just who I am," life will bind you in that identity until you dare to evolve. But if you whisper with quiet certainty, "I was made for more," the entire universe begins its orchestration. Because life mirrors not your words, but your belief behind the words, not your intentions, but your consistent, disciplined thinking. Thought is the seed, circumstance is the soil, and action is the sunlight that brings your inner world to bloom. Let this pierce through every layer of self-doubt. You are not your past. You are not your failures. You are not what others could not see in you. You are what you see in yourself every single day. That's the beginning of mastery. That's where the transformation begins. When you stop asking for permission and start living from conviction. Conviction comes when your vision is clearer than any doubt that attempts to cloud it. Conviction is born when your mind is fed not with fleeting distractions, but with the knowledge that you have within you what the world needs. When you cultivate belief in your core, your every thought becomes a declaration, your every step a stride toward your destiny. Too many wander aimlessly, hoping for a sign, waiting for the world to change. But the truth is, you must change first. You must become the sign you seek. Your mind is the creator of everything you experience. You are the canvas, the artist, and the masterpiece. What will you create? What do you choose to see? Because the world is malleable. It shifts when your perspective shifts. It bends when your will bends it. And it all starts in the silence of your own thoughts. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to be in the right place at the right time? Why they catch opportunities like lightning in a bottle, while others are left with empty hands and unfulfilled dreams? The difference is belief. Belief in the unseen, the untested, the unproven. The belief that success is not an accident, but a process. A process that begins in your mind and extends to your words, to your actions, and finally to the world that must reflect what you've created within. That's why it's essential to protect your mind. Guard it as you would your most precious possession, because it is. Your mind is your greatest asset. Your thoughts are your seeds. Every thought you plant, every idea you entertain has the potential to grow into something great or something limiting. The choice is yours. The battle for success is fought in the realm of thought. You are in control of that battle, and it starts with one simple decision. The decision to believe in your own greatness. Not a belief in arrogance or entitlement, but a belief that you are worthy. Worthy of success, worthy of abundance, worthy of every blessing that flows into your life. When you make that shift, the world will begin to adjust. The doors that seemed locked will begin to open. The people who seemed distant will start to draw nearer. Opportunities that once felt impossible will start to present themselves. But remember this: you must meet the universe halfway. Faith without action is empty. Belief without effort is futile. You are not a passive observer of life. You are an active participant in the creation of your reality. Every thought you hold, every decision you make, is a brushstroke in the masterpiece of your life. So, ask yourself, what masterpiece are you creating? Are you creating a life of fear and limitation? Are you painting a canvas of scarcity, where doubt and indecision reign? Or are you crafting a masterpiece of triumph, of faith, of unwavering belief in the face of challenge? The choice is yours. You see, your world is a reflection of what's inside you. The life you live, the job you have, the relationships you cultivate, the wealth you create, the joy you experience, all of it mirrors your mind. If you want to change the world around you, change the thoughts within you. There is a power in this truth, a power that is limitless and unfathomable. But it requires you to take responsibility. No longer can you point fingers or blame circumstances. No longer can you sit back and let the world dictate your fate. You must step forward, claim your power, and transform the world by transforming your thoughts. The transformation begins with understanding this one simple truth. Thoughts are things. They are the most potent force you have. Every moment, your thoughts are shaping your future. They are the architects of your destiny. The life you live today is the sum total of the thoughts you've entertained in the past. So when you feel frustration rising or doubt creeping in, pause. In those moments, remember the immense power of your mind. The world around you is nothing more than a reflection of the mental blueprint you have been constructing in your mind for years. If you do not like what you see, then it's time to change the blueprint. Your circumstances are not a punishment, but a reflection of the beliefs you've held, consciously or unconsciously. If you want a better life, begin with your thoughts. Start thinking thoughts that serve you, thoughts that empower you, thoughts that lead you toward your vision of success. And the beauty of this truth: you have the power to choose your thoughts. Every moment, you have the ability to choose how you perceive the world, how you respond to challenges, how you shape your destiny. It's not the external circumstance that control you, it's your internal world that governs everything. Once you truly realize this, you unlock the door to unshakable freedom. So let go of the excuses. Stop waiting for things to change before you act. The change starts within you. No more waiting for a perfect moment. No more holding on to outdated beliefs that keep you stuck. Now is the time to take control. Now is the time to think better, to dream bigger, to live with conviction. Imagine a life where your thoughts are fully aligned with your desires, where every thought you have fuels your purpose, strengthens your resolve, and propels you toward the life you've always dreamed of. Picture yourself as a magnet, drawing opportunities, success, and abundance to you, because your thoughts are so powerfully aligned with the vision you have for your life. Now, hold that vision and know that it is possible. Not just for the lucky few, not just for those born into wealth or privilege, but for you. Your thoughts will create your reality, and your reality will shape the world around you. But there's one crucial factor that separates the dreamers from the doers: action. Thoughts are powerful, but they need action to fuel them. Your thoughts, when paired with decisive, purposeful action, will create miracles. They will shift the direction of your life, and you will see results that others could only dream of. This is where most people fall short. They have the thoughts, the vision, the dream, but they hesitate, they doubt, they wait for the right time. They wait for the world to change before they take the first step. But the truth is, the right time is always now. The moment you decide to act, you start changing the world around you. You take the first step, and the universe aligns itself with your movement. It's in the action that your belief in yourself becomes real. It's in the doing that your thoughts manifest into tangible results. So take that step, take the leap, move beyond the fear and the doubt. Let your mind drive you to action. Trust that as you step forward, you're aligning yourself with a force that cannot be stopped. When you act in alignment with your thoughts and beliefs, you unlock the full potential of who you are. In this moment, you're more powerful than you know. You're not bound by your past, nor are you limited by your circumstances. You are the creator of your reality. And it all starts with one thought, one decision, one bold action. But as you walk this path, you will encounter resistance. You will face challenges. You will confront setbacks and failures. The road will not always be smooth, And there will be times when it feels as though the world is pushing against you. But remember this: the greatest successes often come from the greatest challenges. It is through adversity that you discover your strength. It is in the fire that your true potential is forged. And in those moments of struggle, remember, you're not defined by your circumstances. You're defined by how you respond to them. You're defined by your thoughts, your beliefs, and the actions you take in the face of adversity. The struggle is not there to break you. It's there to shape you into the person you are meant to become. Every successful person, every great leader, every visionary you admire has walked through the fire. They have faced moments where failure seemed certain, but they pushed through. They persisted. They believed when others doubted, and in doing so, they became the person who could transform the world. And you can do the same. So stand tall in the face of resistance. Let the challenges fuel your belief, not shake it. Let the difficulties build your resilience, not destroy your dreams. Your world is a mirror of your mind, and the reflection you see today is the result of how you've responded to life's obstacles. Now, with your thoughts aligned, with your belief unshakable, with your action relentless, there is nothing that can stand in your way. Your mind is a power to be reckoned with. Your thoughts are the sparks that will light the fire of your success. And your actions will build the future you envision. The world around you is waiting for you to claim your greatness. It's waiting for you to step up, to show the world who you truly are. And when you do, when you take the reins of your destiny and drive forward with unwavering belief, you will see the world transform before your very eyes. This is your moment. This is your time. This is your life. And it all starts with your thoughts. The power to shape your world is already within you. It has always been there, buried deep inside your mind, waiting for the moment you would dare to awaken it. No more excuses, no more waiting. The world you see today, Chu, your life, your circumstances, your reality, Chai, is the product of your thoughts, your beliefs, and the actions you've taken or failed to take. But understand this: it's not too late to change. It's never too late. The moment you decide to think differently, the moment you choose to believe in your own greatness, the moment you commit to the relentless pursuit of your dreams, that's when your life changes. That's when your world shifts. You are not the sum of your past mistakes. You are not the person others have tried to define you as. You are not limited by what you have or haven't achieved so far. No, you are the creator of your reality. You are the master of your destiny. The key has always been in your hands. And now you are ready. Ready to take that first step. Ready to act. Ready to rise. The life you've dreamed of, the life you were destined to live, is waiting for you. All it takes is your decision. A decision to believe in your worth. A decision to trust that your thoughts have the power to shape your world. The world is yours to conquer. Now go. Go and create the life that's been calling your name. It's waiting for you.